edging closer to that title match tomorrow. But first, he has to overcome Ronnie O'Sullivan, but he's made the better of the start. His season, really, hoping for a much better start this year.
Yeah, he wouldn't have planned on having a bad Championship League as well, got a lot of matches. So he was fairly sharp. But still up. And was able to maintain that focus and application for the 17 days. Play that well. Shot from Ronnie.
Yeah, fully committed to it.
One.
And needs a bit of luck. That's no good. It's a very
anywhere near the blue, just risk he didn't have to take. Tendency always to catch it too thick. Able to get through to the yellow.
Far from easy for Ronnie. He's looking for another good positional shot here. Yeah, that's... So now finds himself in prime position finally.
Both lost from distance. It's going to play the better safety.
24.
Possibility of long pots for their opponent.
25.
And also, will they be able to pot a high percent? Because we've seen already, you have to assume if you leave your opponent in, he's going to win the frame from it. It's going to be crucial.
33.
He's played a couple of shots already. You can see just his little subtle facial expressions. He's not been all... Chance
41.
to rectify things here. Brilliant scoring chance. Ken just gets this frame on. Really could be game on.
49.
Sullivan is invincible. He doesn't feel any nerves. Those that haven't seen his route in the build-up to these big occasion matches, he still feels the nerves, he still feels the tension. Bit of do a good job of hiding it.
As a player, it was encouraging actually to see that he feels the same
63.
way. Can also think the same nonsense. Everybody gets nervous. We're able to deal with those nerves better than others.
71.
Yeah, there was a chance that Kyren Wilson knew he was going to be leaving for Ronnie. So often he produces the goods, Ronnie O'Sullivan. When you leave him a chance like that, you have to expect the worst, and it's a big one. Can Kyren Wilson extend his advantage and
straight away from the break-off? Kyren could have played off that red beside the black. Open the frame up. Ronnie O'Sullivan, obviously one of the quickest players on tour, one of the quickest players ever. A frame over 20 minutes. Seems like a long drawn out affair. Regardless of the stuff.
Of course, you was partial to a quick frame or two, wasn't you, Fergus?
I walked myself into that one. 20 minutes was a quick frame.
The yellow pocket just needs to be careful. He doesn't leave the red over the pocket, which he has done. Now, has he covered it?
One.
Yeah, and Kyren able to just pop that in such a... The red, of course, not the issue. It was the contact to it, which influenced where the cue ball was going to finish, and he couldn't have put it any...
7.
So far in this match, we've seen whoever wins the control game goes on to win the... It's certainly a bonus, that red at the bottom of the pack going. Plus he's...
15.
Didn't quite judge the... Cued it very well.
Yeah, no.
21.
Get him back down, get himself back down to the heavy...
24.
It was noticeable in winning that World Championship for Kyren. And he felt it wasn't so much a decision to play quicker, it was a decision to be more decisive.
And as you well know,
30.
Fergal, quite often as a snooker player, when you've played for so long, almost over-analyse things and almost get in the way of yourself. Kyren, as you say, much more fluent.
35.
Yeah, I used to be indecisive. Now I'm not so sure. Yeah, but it's more important to be decisive than correct.
43.
It just allows Kyren to play. And if he didn't know beforehand, run it in this form.
51.
As mentioned earlier, there's not just the risk of losing, but
And we've spoken about both players' paths to this stage of match snooker to come through. That's almost set him up
59.
nicely for this one. Ronnie O'Sullivan, almost as easy as flicking a switch, but sometimes that's not the case. It's not as easy as that.
just nestled
Kyren
off.
Wilson, 64.
Looks like he has the cover on the black from that red to the corner. And get a good white guaranteed. All of a sudden that 64 lead doesn't look as big. Left-handed. I'm not sure if he...
One of the safer reds, though. Oh, but Ronnie a mile away from that one. I live nearer than that. There, this interval probably coming at a good time for him.
We did talk at the start of this tournament that he was going to play more shots, not just this tournament.
And this game all about touch and feel out there in the arena. The conditions. And as I say, for someone like Ronnie, it's all about feeling. If he feels that something isn't quite right with his game, playing this one left-handed. There really is only one Ronnie O'Sullivan, isn't there?
That's That's an excellent pot.
1.
You have the frame one. You don't have to.
Yeah, Kyren has certainly picked the correct shots.
So it makes it very interesting. After the interval, first couple of frames very important. But the interesting to see. But to just have the option, if you fancy it, I'll start playing left hand.
Well, it's up to Ronnie O'Sullivan to try and open things up once again.
Very good pot. It helps.
In the green, so
9.
happy to wait. Looking to get the cue ball over somewhere behind the yellow.
16.
To get a little nudge on the brown. You wanted.
One.
Yeah, just have to settle for the red. But again, a good sign where.
Yeah, because in years gone by, we have seen Ronnie O'Sullivan just throw the towel in. And in goes the red, so that will be it. Ronnie O'Sullivan will have. But it's Kyren Wilson with that early break of 64 that did the initial bulk session. The world champion off to a flying start here in Xi'an, leading Ronnie O'Sullivan 3-1.